With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet.
I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 with Zelle.
Smooth.
Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
I'm gonna get on Fortnite. I'll reset, man. I'm such an idiot, bro. Yo, this song is so buns, bro. Get this off. Let me get this off my feed.
Your son, James. He's a good kid.
Good kid? A good kid. Why? Does he help the fucking poor? No. He sits on his ass all day, smoking dope and jerking off while he plays that fucking game. If that's our standard for goodness, then no wonder this country's screwed.
Jimmy is the case of someone with no real direction in life, on top of many other things. When he was 12 years old, he went from being in a trailer with his family in the Midwest to being in a mansion under a new last name. And the fact the family had money, it caused him to lack certain skills he was supposed to develop at that age, being that he became used to relying on it. His time on the West Coast and in the Midwest before he was an adult, he had to somewhat take in what was around him, from his household down to the things that interested him, while still being a loner. By the time 2013 came around, he was 21, but him being his age, he started to feel the pressure that came with it. Sadly though, he made it impossible to get things going on his own. For the fact alone, he spent too much time blaming his family. Everything was given to him up until this point, something he became used to. He was aware of the things he lacked in, but it didn't help other people in his family seen it too. Him being the only son in the family, Michael seemed to be the one to encourage him, on top of being on him. But from his upbringing, he always was aware of Michael and his mom's past, which is why it was hard for him to respect them, along with acting out. Jimmy said all he wanted to be was accepted, even if he didn't have anything going on.
So, you gonna tell me about that job hunt?
Can you give it a rest? Do you really think this helps?
It's worth a shot, because nothing else seems to help.
Get a job. Don't play video games. Get a girlfriend. Don't smoke weed.
Well, maybe if you cut down on the weed, the job and the girlfriend might come a little easier, huh? And you wouldn't have so much time for games.
You're so fucking judgmental, Dad. These are my life choices. This is my body shape. Learn to love me.
The elephant in the room here is that I'm supporting you. You're in my house, buying pot with my money.
Kids don't become dependent by themselves. You enabled me. This is on you.
Fine, so I'll stop enabling. Again, how's the job hunt?
Why'd you even have kids?
But instead of trying to make way for himself, he plays like he was as far as when he's on the outside world. One of the first things he does on his own was finance a car, after Michael refused to do it for him. His parents didn't mind getting Tracy a car for the fact they could trust her. Of course, Jimmy looked at how they treat Tracy to be favoritism, but that wasn't the case. You see how he acts when he's outside his comfort zone when he's getting the car. He's basically pressured into getting it after his encounter with Lamar, showing how he lacked to stand up for himself.
Oh my god.
What's up, fool? Who you calling a nigga?
No, I'm not calling nobody a nigga.
Fucking right, and you better keep it right, because this man right here, he's an international businessman, a multiculturalist.
That I could not have said better myself. But seriously, maybe he's not a racist. But I don't think that he is man enough for a car like this.
This guy right here, him, get him a hybrid. That's a real man's car.
I think you are right, Lamar. You get a tax rebate. I understand. Money is an issue.
Money isn't an issue.
This is the best part. Watch this when he real and he gonna get all this money. Watch it.
And once he actually got it, he ran straight to Life Invader to gloat about it. This was a thing he did on his own, so of course he did. But as days went by, he realized the agreement he made wasn't right. Simeon smelled the spoiled owner, showing how the outside world looked at him to be.
James the son, some kid.
Hold
He
on.
makes payments, and I have this bad feeling that he will do more damage to the
Is
car
that
than
it?
we can get back
Oh,
from
yeah.
him
Hold
in the
on.
exorbitant interest rate payments. Just go and get it. It's an SUV. Some Rockford Hills daddy's boy nonsense. Don't worry about it.
When Franklin gets the car back, he's back in his comfort zone,
nine
doing what he
minutes.
always did at this point. When he's online, it's when he's somebody in his mind.
Tried to knife attack me? No one creeps on the J-Dog, my niggas.
The opposite in reality.
I mean, N-word. That's not cool, man. I don't see that.
You recognize this car? Huh? Does it look like it's worth $5 grand a month to you?
I agree to financing. I have his signature.
The kid might be a fucking idiot, but you are a fraudulent scumbag piece of shit. Ugh. Don't make me have to come back here.
Michael returning the car was in his best interest, but this would make Jimmy come up with another thing. He always relied on his parents though, so of course he wanted to try to sell Michael's boat.
The fuck is wrong with you, kid? Dad! Don't dad me, you little shit! You better hope she's still seaworthy!
After they saved him, of course after the people he dealt with see the same thing Simeon saw, him and Michael will have to tell him back and forth.
My boat.
It's just a thing.
Like Bo.
Please stop doing that. Listen, I fucked up, okay? I'm not going to lie. That was a really bad judgment call. But shit, Dad, I nearly died. And all you give a shit about is this fucking boat.
In Jimmy's defense, him and Michael didn't speak to each other much, being that Michael became distant to his whole family. He only interacted when Jimmy did something wrong, but he used this to blame Michael before saying how all he wanted to do was impress him. He didn't understand the connection Michael had with his boat, so selling it, he thought he would be looked at different for the fact he took matters in his own hands. But it being Michael's, of course it was a problem. But to Jimmy, it was just sitting there.
No, not that.
All we do is scream at each other. No wonder I can't get a job. It's all your fucking fault. Or it's not, but it's partly your fault. I mean, I just want to impress you.
By selling my boat to some gangbangers?
I know it sounds dumb when you put it like that, but all you do is daydream or get angry.
Look, I love you, Jimmy.
Johnny
But you're
boy.
an asshole.
When they go to LS Customs,
I don't know.
you see how he wanted to impress
He
his
didn't
dad more.
text me or
Instead of
answer me or
being out
nothing.
On the passenger side, clowns from the
He
back
didn't
seat
even
was
text me to
cool.
get on today like he
Something
usually
like
does.
So you sure you're good?
Yeah, I got this.
Where you at?
Ooh, I'm gonna come up front.
Get out and walk around.
It's okay,
Oh, you're at
just climb over.
practice.
Look, man, I'm gonna get the ride fixed, man, and drop it back off at your house along with this dude.
Alright, I'm live on YouTube right now. I just stopped going live on Twitch and now I'm on
Man,
YouTube.
let's
So.
trick this whip, homie.
I'm
But
live
outside
on
of Michael, now being with Franklin,
stopped
we
going
see how he
Alright,
tries to
bro.
impress him. The two get to know each other, so when he tells Franklin the nickname he came up with.
Alright,
was
I'll
right.
do it before I go to
It's
sleep.
Franklin, right?
Yeah, Franklin, or the credit fraud guy, the home
Alright,
invader.
that's
You know
different.
what,
I ain't
call
gonna
me
do.
what
I
you
ain't gonna
like,
forget today.
Yeah, no, I mean, sure.
Jimmy, ain't it? Or James?
You be alright,
Jimmy.
bro.
Or
I'll
just
do
like
it when I'm done.
Jizzle?
I'll probably go do it when I go eat, cause I haven't eaten today.
Ben speaks on what he feels about his dad, showing how he
Don't even say that,
disappoints
Scott.
him Michael as a regular person that had problems. What he says alone is what he saw. Franklin defends him, but Jimmy capes for Franklin instead. Reminds you, Franklin barely knew Michael at this point.
So, what's the deal, man?
Huh?
You and my old man? I see you at the dealership, and someone steals my whip, and Papa's all like, he's been down there to talk to you guys. What'd he do?
Look, man, if he ain't tell you, I ain't gonna tell you. But I lost my fucking job, and I thought maybe he could help me find a new one.
Dude, my dad is retired. Like, fully. Like, his only marketable skills are watching TV and daytime drinking.
Man, look, I don't know, homie. He seems okay to me. Shit, he saved your ass.
You saved my ass.
Nah, man.
Then talk about how they're both unemployed, but keep in mind Jimmy never tried to get one, but he changed the subject to what he does on the regular, which was play Righteous Slaughter 7. Franklin couldn't relate to this, and then Jimmy to not have anything else to talk about, showing what he really just do all day.
Look, I'm sorry my dad lost you your job. It's hard out there. Tough. I mean, I'm employmentally challenged at the moment.
Oh, you got fired, dude. Damn, that's rough.
Not fired as such. I didn't get a job.
I've been there, homie. You've been putting them resumes out there, but no one's hiring, huh?
No, I didn't get a job. I've never had a job. It feels like hard work. Life, the days just kind of disappear. Hey, you play Righteous Slaughter?
Nah, not since the first couple.
Okay.
Now with Jimmy being home, he puts it in his mind him and Franklin had something in common, with the two being jobless. But here we see more of how he tries to impress him. He talks like how he felt or someone like Franklin talks, even saying things he figured Franklin liked to do. But this shows again how he's just trying to be likable.
Yo, so like, since we're both unemployed, like, we could run together, you know?
Yeah, I think about it, homie.
Or we could just like shop it, you know? Play darts or get our drink on. Strip clubs. Come on, dude. I get real crazy.
Yeah, I got your number, shit. I need you, man. But hey, you know what? Man, go easy on your pops, dog. All right?
All right, church. My brother from another mother. See ya.
Yeah, whatever, homie.
Jimmy wasn't used to the outside world at this point, so when him and Franklin do hang out for the first time, Franklin corrects him about his car situation, being that he was tired of hearing about it. He started to think he was his dad, being that Franklin again corrected him, but he didn't know how to react, leading him to cry.
Hey, it's good to hang out, you know, like, properly.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Despite you stealing my car and everything, I really feel a connection, man. Like we're brothers.
Look, man. Firstly, I ain't steal your fucking car. And secondly, let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? We just hanging out, not trying to adopt each other.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, well, whatever, man. So that's why you and my dad are friends, because you're both moody, withholding asswipes.
What?
You probably do therapy together.
What the fuck you talking about, homie?
Sorry, it's... Shit. I'm not crying, okay? I'm not crying. It's allergies. I get allergies. Fuck you. Shit. Where's my antihistamine?
Whatever, dog. Look, let's just try to have a good time, all right?
Fuck you. Don't laugh at me. I don't take the antihistamine. My throat might close up and maybe I could die.
Look, man, okay, man. Look, let's try to avoid that, all right?
The fact Franklin barking at him when he thinks of his father goes to show how he feels who the real enemy is, which is telling for down the line. It's not until later we'll see him back in his comfort space, but him doing what he does was interfering with what Michael was doing.
Jimmy! God damn it. The fuck you doing? Nothing? Really? Because I keep hearing hermaphrodite this, suck cock that.
Go away.
What?
Jimmy being on the game, one of the things he's confident in, is spilled out to his response to his dad. But it also goes back to his lack of respect. Him and Michael always had verbal back and forth before this point, but Michael breaks for the fact he was disrespected, of course, but also for the fact he's about to try and test his son to see what he'll do if something was taken from him.
Yeah, go watch your linear entertainment. Go watch porn. Just go away.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Disrespectful little asshole.
I can't believe you did that. That's my TV.
You don't talk to me like that.
I can't believe you. Mom was right about you. You don't know any better and you can't help it, but you're an asshole.
Jimmy showed he was upset about his TV being destroyed, leading Michael to want him to do something about it. Michael is, of course, talking from anger, but Jimmy seems to challenge him at first.
Yeah, well, why don't you do something? Besides just stand there. Why don't you hit me?
Is that what you want, to be hit by your son?
Yeah.
Michael saying he does want Jimmy to hit him made him freeze up. Michael catches on, leading him to explain why he did it. Notice when he says no, though, he looks to be relieved.
No! I just want you to do something. Besides, sit there, eating.
Yeah, great. Thanks for the fucking guidance, Dad. It means a lot.
Wait.
Michael then, of course, feels bad. This would make Jimmy's point about his feelings towards his dad. Even though Michael knew he was wrong, things like this made him feel like he wasn't loved, which is why he acts out.
I'm just trying to help you.
Well, nothing says I love you like smashing my fucking TV. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry.
Another thing to point out was the fact he was still treated like a kid, something Jimmy knows as well. The things Michael suggested for the two to do, in my opinion, is a little late in age to do. But here Jimmy seen the opportunity to show his dad he's not so bad after Tracy revealed what she was up to.
Just wish we could do things together.
Yeah, what things?
I don't know. Go for walks, play ball,
You know I have bad plans.
bike ride then.
Bike ride. You want to go on a fucking bike ride? Fine, fine. Let's go on a fucking bike ride. A bike ride along Vespucci Beach? Okay, Dad. I got just the thing to show you.
On the way there, we see how Jimmy feels his dad is the one who's holding him back.
Well, you ain't employed, but you ain't exactly struggling either. You know, at your age, I was...
I know. In prison. Well, I'm in prison too, and the fucking warden wants to take me on a fucking bike ride.
You don't know hardship, you little shit.
Well, you don't know what an asshole you are.
We also talk about Jimmy getting Michael's boat stolen. But here, Michael shows him everything he could to show that he cares for him. But Jimmy still showed he didn't feel that way.
How am I meant to develop my own moral sensibilities when yours are so unbelievably fuck-faced?
Don't push me.
Seriously, some guys borrow your boat.
Borrow? You were hiding in the head crying kidnapped.
They just took receipt of your property with payment pending.
If it was anything other than what you told me, then that's on you.
All right, They fucking stole it. And who knows what they would have done if they found me. But I didn't expect or want them to get killed.
You think I'm gonna let some guys ride off with my son?
I always knew you were the kind of person who didn't let other people get in the way, but I hadn't, like, seen that happen before.
Yeah, well, that's me, Jim. And I've been trying my best to get things under control for the last 10 years. But that was an extreme fucking situation, and I had to act.
A normal person wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, I had to. To protect you.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that when you see their faces every time you close your eyes. Whew. That's it. Number one, pal. You owe me the TV.
Hey, I never agreed to that.
You know, this is real nice, Dad. Bonding, good times.
Yeah, well, I'm giving it my best shot. Hey, we're having fun, right?
You wouldn't know fun if it sat on your face.
Ah, come on.
I mean, why do I have to hold your hand through this whole midlife crisis bullshit? And why don't you stick your nose up Tracy's butt sometime?
Jimmy, of course, feeling singled out, brings up Tracy, but she wasn't the one trying to prove herself. Michael points this out to when Jimmy continued to try to make Michael think otherwise.
Because Tracy doesn't buy cars she can't afford, so that thugs break in our house. Tracy doesn't get kidnapped or destroy my yacht.
Well, that's just because she's too busy getting fucked by dudes to get on TV.
You don't talk about your sister that way.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, according to her Life Invader page, she's hanging out with producers and porno guys this afternoon.
What are you talking about?
Actually, it's all happening right out there. That boat that makes yours look like a refugee raft.
This is the reason you brought me here, isn't it? Fuck. Ah!
Dad!
It's okay. I'll take you back to your brother.
I see that traitor! Jimmy! Jimmy!
But when Tracy confronts him, similar to when Lamar did, he puts the blame back on Michael. But this goes to show how far he was willing to go to not look like the bad guy.
You fucking asshole! Ah!
He's the fucking asshole, okay? He smashed my TV and he took me to the beach. The beach with my skin.
So what, you sent him out to spoil my day too?
I didn't know that he was gonna come get you. I just told him where you were. You know, he got that crazy look in his eyes, you know, like he gets sometimes, and he just went.
I'm getting a cab.
Coming with you.
How about I just drive us home?
You ruined my life.
He even later told his mom about Franklin just to have Michael look bad again. But Jimmy identified Franklin to be something telling in this.
So, Michael, this guy Franklin, what's the deal? Jimmy says he's a gangster, that he broke into the house.
Yeah, Jimmy says a lot of things. Look, there was a misunderstanding. Jimmy's fault, by the way.
The fact he looked at someone like Franklin to be a gangster, even though Franklin didn't try to play that role, shows a lot about Jimmy. This was one of the reasons he even liked to be around him. The next time they hang out, he speaks on how he could be a gangster. But this was during a breakdown after Franklin did his signature what? He felt Franklin was being confrontational, which is why this even came about, showing how Jimmy not being himself takes a toll on him outside of his house.
Homie, so good to hang, man. So good. For real.
Yeah, whatever, man.
I'm being serious. We're real buddies now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was your childhood like?
What?
What was you... Shit. I'm sorry, I keep doing that.
Doing what?
Oversharing? Being too personal? Stop laughing at me, okay? Yo, for fuck's sake, man, just stop it. I could be a fucking gangster, too. Fuck off. I'm not crying, okay? I'm not.
Dog, you alright, homie?
Just fucking fine.
Good, man. Look, let's just try to have some fun, okay? Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Later, they will have another telling conversation. Franklin in this tries to tell Jimmy to basically be himself, but he takes this wrong, of course. He tried so hard to prove himself. Hearing this, obviously, is why he's even going to cry.
My man, F to the D-O-G.
Man, please stop doing that shit.
Stop doing what?
The F-dog shit. The homie shit. The 1992 rap video bullshit. Please, man.
What do you mean?
Man, don't start that crying shit, please. Not this time, man. We homies, all right?
But you're better than me? Is that what you think?
No, man, not at all, homie. Just take it easy. Let's try to have fun for once.
You keep saying that.
Well, you keep crying. I mean, getting allergies and shit.
You think I'm a joke?
Dog, look, you my friend, homie. But calm the fuck down, all right? Please. This shit is getting exhausting.
But he still tries no matter what. He later asked Franklin if what he acted like looked real, basically. He even went to say how he wanted to be a gangbanger. At this point, it shows how he's in his head a lot.
Alright, let me ask. When you met me, what did you see?
Shit, you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Man, to be honest, I thought you was a mark. And then you signed for that fucking car, and I knew you was a mark.
I mean, wait, no. Not when you met me at the dealership, because that was like out of context. But when you met me later on, and we were in that brawl on the boat, what did you think of me then?
Shit, I thought you was Michael's kid.
And you probably thought that being a stone-cold killer ran in the family.
No, man, not exactly.
You think I might be a gangbanger? Because I thought about being one, you know?
What, the Rockford Hill set? Yeah, man, there's some gorillas in your hood, huh?
It's not until Trevor comes back to when he doesn't feel the need to put on an act. But while his dad and uncle catch up, he's again tested in a way. Tracy tells him not to tell him where she was to prevent what happened last time, but he instantly says, "Let's never think again," all because he's at the house all the time.
Where's Tracy? Where's your sister, Jim?
She's trying out for TV.
She's what?
She's auditioning for Fame or Shame. You know, it's that talent/skills show. She loves it. You guys know that.
What's her talent?
Dancing.
Jesus Christ. Now? Where?
The Maze Bank Arena.
Tracy being humiliated. Let's go. We go get her.
He even acted like he wasn't the problem. This will lead Tracy to move out at this point, leading just him.
Seriously? Tracy hates you.
What, because of that Laszlo thing? She should really hate you, because you're the one who told us where she was, you little snitch.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Then brings up Trevor, even calling him his uncle. But here, he slips up showing he cares for his dad as well.
So, Uncle T, man? What's the deal?
He's in town for a while.
I know we really don't talk about the whole name change thing, but is that, like, cool? I always thought we changed the name to get away from him.
It's fine. Trevor won't hurt you.
I know that. Trevor loves me. I'm worried about you.
It'll be okay.
But with Trevor being back around, this will show a whole nother side of Jimmy. When they hang out, Trevor was that outlet for Jimmy, being that in a way they could relate about their feelings about Michael. At this point, they both had their own reasons, but it all came back to the same thing.
It's good to see you, Uncle T.
And you, kid, and you. Been a long time.
Yeah, really long.
Well, let's make up for lost time. Geez, your dad.
My dad?
Yeah, really selfish asshole, don't you think? No, oh, wait a moment, that's not fair. He's your dad. He's a hypocrite and a selfish asshole, but we love him.
Okay.
But listen to me. You don't stab people in the back like he did. You hear me?
What do you mean?
I mean, you stab them in the face. In the face. Plunge, twist across the throat. That's how you stab someone.
Okay.
Stick with T, pork chop. I'll see you right.
Trevor unknowingly even made him feel good about himself when they were around. Trevor talks about the secret of his success, and it fit everything Jimmy was doing. They both were deluded, but it helped his ego to say the least.
Have you been, Uncle T?
I have been all over the place, my boy. Emotionally, I mean.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might follow your dad into therapy. Work out some of this angst that I really feel's holding me back.
Really?
No. Of course not. Not turn that wet. Therapy's for losers. Real men take out their aggression on random strangers and the world around them.
Cool.
Or in problem eating, or the heavy abuse of drugs and porn. Myself, I think that's the edge. That's the secret of my success, young Jim.
Okay. Okay, I get you, I think.
Good. Because I will make a man of you.
The two again had their own grievances toward Michael, which is why they clicked, but him being around Trevor, it influenced him to do something stupid. Michael tried everything to show he cares for him, but Jimmy was still trying to find a way out. The way out being cutting his dad off, being that he felt he was the enemy. Before he does what he does, he warns Franklin to watch Michael, showing this was a plan he had for some time before he actually executed it.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
Dude, you need to speak to Dad, alright? He's like gone totally fucking nuts. Like beyond.
Yeah, man, shit, he's under a lot of pressure right now, dog. But he seems all right to me.
He's not. I'm telling you, he's not.
Okay, well, shit, I'll keep an eye on him for you.
Although Franklin cut Michael slack, he trusted Trevor's word more, being that the history was there for the two. At this point, he seen a change in Michael, even from the things he stopped allowing, as far as getting his way, which messed up his comfort zone, which was his room. But just like how he felt he could finance a car on his own, he felt he can live on his own. The other two plans not working, he decides to make a move. Again, Tracy moving out made him now feel the need to do the same.
We are leaving, and we are never coming back.
Good! Jimmy! You still here? James!
Go away! Oh yeah, fuck you. You know what? If there was a rate button, I'd be using it right now.
Nice TV. I pay for that?
Yeah, you smashed the other one, didn't you?
All right, come on. I want to go for a ride.
I gotta meet a friend.
All right, so I'll go meet him with you. Come on, I want to get out of the house. I'm not going alone.
Come on. This is fucking bullshit.
On the way to his dealer, which is another rich kid, Jimmy implies what he's about to do, along with trying to justify it.
You know, you're really creeping me out.
I'm trying to relate to you.
No, you're trying to take me on some nostalgia trip. You're such a cliche.
Oh, says the dope-smoking, game-playing, live-at-home world owes him a living millennial.
I knew it. I knew it. The mask was gonna slip. The monster's been exposed.
The hell are you talking about?
The real you. That bitter, vindictive old man. You pretend you're being a father, but you hate me, don't you?
I don't hate you, Jim. How many times... I love you. Look, I'm sorry if I don't express that correctly, but why do you think we're here together?
Because you're scared shitless of being alone?
Oh, now you're an armchair psychologist, just like the rest of the city.
You brought me here, Michael. Don't get surprised when some of the razzle-dazzle rubs off.
Well, I thought you'd keep your head. You know, see through some of the bullshit.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to do. If you think you're walking around a town full of idiots with your Midwestern picket fence values, then you're probably the biggest idiot here. Wake up!
What did I bring into this world?
There he is, the friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Yo! Man, what's up, man? Good to see you. What are you, turning tricks to pay for this shit, huh? Hey, who's the old man?
It's my dad.
Oh, all right, Mr. DeSanto.
Yeah, you the kid selling Jimmy pot by the pound?
Nah, Jimmy, bro, your dad's funny, man.
Come on, do this shit and let's get going.
Oh, yeah, you got that other thing?
Oh, yeah. What the fuck, Jimmy?
Just hold on a second. Oh, all right, later on.
Careful with that.
Hey, let's bounce.
Bounce.
So, want a drink?
I'm driving.
Because normally you're such a between the white lines, friend to the pedestrian kind of guy.
Fine. Give it here. Okay, your turn.
Maybe when we get home.
Who's the square now?
I'm starting to feel a little woozy. You're fine. No. Really? This is not normal.
Out. You're just paranoid.
This is not paranoia. This is totally justified consent.
You should see yourself.
Would you quit being such a drama queen and get us to the house? No! I'll stop it. Oh, listen, that's harmless. That's been using it for decades.
You anesthetize me?
You fucking shit. I'm protecting you from yourself. Also, I took money from your bank account and I'm moving out. What? All right? You're too crazy, Dad. Come on. Jimmy!
Jimmy, you little shit.
And to make things worse, he made it seem to his mom Michael was in the wrong regarding what just took place. This was Jimmy again trying to not look bad anymore, being that the less attention on him, the better.
Michael, I think you finally lost your mind. Your recent behavior in the company you've been keeping already had me very concerned. And then Jimmy said you took drugs while driving him in your car.
He gloats about moving out, along with his dealer revealing this was planned. Jimmy's life, his only enemy was Michael, something we see when Franklin calls to check up on him.
Frank, man, all right. I was worried you'd be on the other side.
The other side? What the fuck you talking about?
You know, on my dad's team. But your team Jay Diz, so that's trill.
Whatever the fuck is going on with y'all two, man, I ain't getting caught up in it. You lucky enough to have a dad, homie, so don't lose him over some stupid shit, man. Call his ass up.
Eve hangs out with Trevor, bigging up his dad. After he did what he did, he had no reason to feel regret, being that they again looked at him the same way. Jimmy even goes to say how he wished Trevor was his dad, but in this encounter they have, it shows how far Jimmy went, hating his father.
I'm so glad we're hanging out, T.
Good.
Because me and my dad, we're not speaking right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's an asshole, Uncle T.
I know. I agree, Jimbo. He's one prize asshole. His whole life is just one long manifestation of assholeness. He's ruined you, hurt me, and fucked his life up.
Sometimes, I wish you were my dad.
I can see why. The thing is, us guys, we need role models, and your dad ain't much of one. Uncle T, on the other hand, I'm just a better guy.
Yep.
And when fate finally catches up, man, he will be fucked. Yeah.
It's not until way later he started to appreciate his dad, even going to say how he felt bad about things. And as we know, Michael was at his lowest. By the time Michael tried to reach out, he was in hiding. Their conversation was brief, but they're telling to say the least.
I'm not talking to you.
You drugged me and ditched me on the sidewalk? A talk is the least I'm owed.
Don't you see the drugging is like a symptom of your own breakdown?
I'll give you symptoms. How's a cracked skull sound?
Goodbye, psycho. Get some help.
Instead of him actually talking about why he drugged Michael, he basically tries to justify his actions. Him being in the real world, though, started to catch up fast, especially for someone like him. Even now having to go house to house after he ran through the money he took. So of course he was forced to crawl back, even before Amanda and Tracy were willing to. Leading him to have another plan that actually worked this time.
Hey.
But... oh. Hey.
I'm sorry I spiked you, okay? I get so mad and I can't control things, and then, you know, shit just falls on top of me. My life sucks right now, and I don't know what to do except I want to say I love you and hug it out. But all that wimpy shit is just, well, I'd say gay, but I have some friends who are gay, so that's not cool anymore. And the ones that I don't really like, it's not because they're gay. So, lame, all right? You are just a lame and angry psycho sometimes. You do bad shit and things. I don't know if I love you, and I'm pretty sure I hate you a little bit, but I'm just so fucking upset that we can't even see each other. And you're just a drunk, lame dad.
Here Jimmy finally is clear about his frustrations with Michael, but although he had to find out the hard way about the real world, he expected him apologizing would just blow things over, being that he felt Michael pushed him to drug him, which is why he's about to ask for a car.
You know what? That might just be the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
So will you buy me a car?
What?
I mean, not in this so will you buy me a car kind of way, in a completely off-topic, can you buy me a car? I mean, firstly, I'm a fat shit that you ruined. And secondly, I will get a job, and I will stop smoking pot, in that sort of way, okay?
I love you too, son. Now, go. Get a job. 'Cause I don't have the money to buy you a car.
It's great catching up with you two, Dad.
His first plan failing, which was him asking for a car, then in a way helps their family be back on speaking terms. He roused up Michael for the fact it would benefit him, so he doesn't have to fend for himself anymore for the short time he did.
Hey, how's your mother?
She's bored. I mean, all this mesmerizing tantric sex she's been having with a much younger, better built, caring and compassionate man is great and all. But what's she gonna do for the other 6 hours of the day?
What the fuck?
I'm just winding you up, you miserable bastard. She's mad at you. She's scared that you're gonna die, and she wants you to go over there and prove that you give a fuck.
Right. All right. I can take a fucking hit. Let's go. We'll get Tracy on the way.
This was really the only time he did something for him that wasn't taken from his father. He even helped down the line saving Michael. What Michael wanted, Jimmy started to do, which was just try, other than being in his room all day. By the time he's back in the house, Michael even goes to say to Amanda that he's going to be fine.
I'm worried about Jimmy.
He'll find his feet, don't worry. Someday.
Will he?
Sure. Hey, at least supporting him will stop me from retiring anytime soon.
But outside of what his parents thought, he realized he had to go out and get what he wants. And at this point, he started to feel accepted and loved, making it really be no pressure on him anymore. Jimmy was so all over the place so much, before he started to understand what Michael was talking about, he tried to do anything, even if he fully didn't want to do it, just to impress him and the people around him, even though he was down about it. But again, Trevor was that person that really made him believe anything was possible, leading him to get that confidence to drug his dad, take his car and money. Way after 2013, we kind of see what he's up to. He's older at this point, but as we see, certain things don't change. The next time we see him, he's working for an arcade, but of course him being privileged, he didn't like it. Lester even goes to say how he won't be there long to when he's right.
When my Uncle Les said that this job was in games, I was thinking more of an esports league, you know, like tacked out stadiums and global streaming rights and professional athletes that make millions of dollars, and they look like me, not a museum. I mean, some of these games are older than I am.
Okay, do you want the gig or not? There's a bunch of kids who chopped their arms off, but the boss told me I had to give it to you.
No, I do. I want it. Just tell me what to do.
Do you know how to use a broom?
Wendy!
Hey.
Hey, how's he doing? Actually, don't tell me. Jimmy, everyone has to start somewhere.
I know. This is not how privilege is supposed to work.
He's a family friend. I give him a week tops.
But again, at least he's trying. He even tried to get a vape brand going, probably being funded by Michael, along with working at Burger Shot until he was fired. Keep in mind, he's been a rich kid for decades, even before Michael did the big one with Lester. So of course he would really never actually have to work, which is why Jimmy later in his life was the same Jimmy we saw. Even recently, he was seen buying drugs from the same guy, almost 10 years later.
Check this out. You see that misguided individual? How do you think he's gotten away with selling drugs in front of that burger shop? Very conspicuously for 10 years now.
Jimmy being 31, his last seen at counter is what makes it sad for him. He's a rich kid.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo.
Be in the same place years later. I doubt at this point he didn't even have anyone to blame anymore. Let's say Franklin ends up killing Michael. Loved him deep down, but him gone, that's something he would have had regrets about if it was canon. A rich kid who gets tattoos, smoke weed, and really didn't try to get his own while blaming his dad how he turned out, while still was trying to be accepted and loved even though he was all alone. But wasting so much time throwing people under the bus, it's a sad life to live.
Meet the new context-sensitive properties panel in Premiere Pro. The go-to tools you need when and where you need them. Easily modify and apply settings across one or multiple tracks, all in one intuitive panel. Try it now.
Around the time Trevor felt he was at his lowest, he met Michael. He bonded with Michael over robbing on top of making money, later forming a little big brother relationship. But Michael would want out, leading Trevor into thinking he was dead.
Come on! Ditch the car, all right? We can go this way to the chopper.
No! Hey! Stick to the plan.
What?
Stick to the plan. Come on. I'm gonna check around back.
Man! Someone must have been off!
Hey, Brad's gonna be fine. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm hit. Oh, Jesus. T, you gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna leave you, Mikey!
Trevor not wanting to leave Michael's side after he seen him be shot obviously shows the loyalty he had for him at this point. He only escaped being for the fact alone Michael told him to, but even then it took a shootout out of anger for him to actually escape.
Go! God, I'm not gonna be fucking gonna bleed out. Go!
Time passes to when Trevor found his way to Blaine County, but he never got over the fact Michael was dead, although he never was. He will be reminded of Michael after he hears the same quote he used to say back when they ran together, causing him to rampage along with now starting to think he was alive.
Fucking shit! Who the f are you speaking to? Who? I'm talking to you, huh?
I just saw a fucking ghost and I gotta hear your crap! Get up! Fuck you then! Fuck!
He also explained how he knew it was Michael, being that him saying
Get 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
was what he would say during or after they used to pull scores together, showing how much he personally knows Michael from the back of his hand.
He's alive?
He's walking and he's talking. He's sticking up joints, so I guess, yeah, that makes him alive, don't it?
And how you know it's him?
It's his M.O. And it's the same corny shit he was spewing 10 years back.
This could be a trap, Trevor. What if someone wants you to think he's alive?
I was fooled when I thought he was dead. I ain't fooled now. Michael Townley lives and breathes. He's in Los Santos and he's got some explaining to do.
They could be trying to draw you out into the open.
That's a conspiracy theory too far, even for you, Ronald.
Really?
Michael being alive wasn't guaranteed for Trevor until he gets confirmation about Wade. At this point, everything he thought about Michael would start to change. When he arrived at LS, we see how personal it was for Trevor to realize Michael was alive all along, but he'll put his main feelings aside once he actually sees him.
So, Michael, this is where dead men come back to life.